Hey, what's going on, y'all? Zelltastic here with a brand new game by the name of Rise of Legions. This right here is another RTS. It's very similar to your Clash Royale games on the app or on any of your mobile devices, really. But this is an RTS game where you pretty much just have waves spawning. You have to take down towers to eventually get to like a Nexus or like League of Legends. You get towards the end, and it's based on a card system, a deck system, and deck builders. So we'll actually go ahead and jump into deck builders, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right now, like whenever you start off, they give you 3 different decks. I wanted to primarily do Forces of Light, because I like tank metas, right? So I just wanted to go through here because I knew we would have these footmen with shields, and I'm all about my front line, all about tanks, having your shields and having high defenses and throwing in back lines to support them, right? So what I actually based my deck on was, this is your actual current deck, and all of this stuff, you just select and choose which cards you want to throw into that deck. You can only choose 2 colors, so like 2 elements, 2 different types of decks. All right, you can only choose 2 of those. Now, what my deck is based on is having a front line that's shielded and having a back line of archers and splash damage and ranged to go and do the rest of that. If I happen to notice that I need a monk to heal or to like stun any big guys, or if I really need somebody beefy, then I would go monks. The only issue with monks is that you only get 1 of them that spawn as opposed to your 4 footmen. Now 4 footmen, if I wanted them to be tanky, all I had to do is throw on the shield. So that's why you see a lot of footmen in my lineup. This side over here are my spawners. I'll show you what those look like in game. These are my spells, and these are my summoning cards. I don't have any building cards. They do have those, where I'm assuming you probably would set a building card next to one of your towers just to defend it, while you just wait until the late game to where you can spawn some ridiculous amounts of mobs or whatever. But anyway, this is what your deck builder pretty much looks like. You can just scroll through here, see what cards you want to build your deck with, throw them down here, and then if you look over here, I actually have them all activated. So say you were just looking for spawners, you just activate spawner, scroll through there. Say you wanted buildings, you look at this, go through there, spells and summoning. These right here will be your colors, I believe, or tiers. And then, no, these are your colors and these are your tiers. All right, next up, let's go ahead and Legions. I'll show you what Legions is about. So you actually unlock more cards as you go along doing these quests. They require you to do very specific things in order to unlock the quest. So for instance, I just recently unlocked this priest. What it required was that I had to give 100 units of shield block with shields up, which is that shield spell that I have on my deck. So I was just using that on my front men, and eventually I unlocked that. To unlock the next one, I had to keep on spawning archers over time. Like each arrow is just how many attacks they're doing. Like 1 arrow is 1 attack on them. So just keep on spawning archers. Eventually I'll get this. Right here, shoot 100 waves of arrows using Hail of Arrows. This is the spell, Hail of Arrows. So once I use that, if I keep on using that spell, I'll unlock this one. So that's how that's working for us. I would like to get to the point where I get this beefy dude right here. In order to do that, I would just have to, go through your tree, your skill tree, like any other MMO or anything like that. Go through your skill tree, unlock these quests to eventually get to them. Then, let's see, what else are we working with? You've got your shop. Here you can buy currency or crystals. You use your real money to get these crystals to unlock some of these things. You can buy cards with them. You can also buy your cards with your regular in-game currency, your credits. But that's generally how any of these card games are working right now, is that you just spend your in-game cash, or not in-game cash, but your real money for some currency, and then you have your gameplay currency. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into a game. You have your quick matches, your versus AIs, your custom games, tutorials. You automatically play a tutorial at the start of the game, and then on your custom game, that's how you'll be able to play friends and stuff, invite them into your game. link up with them versus AI. It's just like that. You just play against a computer and then quick match. You can play co-op in versus AI, I believe. You should. I think you can play co-op in AI. But anyway, let's go ahead and do a quick match. Whether I win or lose, I'll show you how I use my deck right now. I'm pretty sure I might be put up against other guys who have leveled up their cards, who have unlocked other cards. So some of these things I might not actually see. So this game actually just dropped a couple days ago, I believe. And if you like just like toying around on Steam, checking out brand new games, that's actually what I end up doing. If you guys are on the same page as me with checking out new games, and you see that I'm online, by the way, you can add me at Zelltastic on Steam. If you see me on there playing a brand new game, if you are interested in playing a brand new game, I would be also. Just go ahead and hit me up like, hey, Zell, I'm about to try out this new game. I'm really excited. Then I'll want to jump on, and I'll probably do some recording because I want you guys to see if this game is worth playing before you install it or before you feel like you're wasting your time. Alright, so like me waiting in queue for this game. So as you guys can see, I got that League of Legends diamond queue time, but we'll get there. Alright, so here we go. They throw you in here. You start off on your side, and they do a little countdown up here at the top. You choose your spawners, drop your spawner cards on in here, and then they'll start spawning from your base. Right. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna drop these bad boys out here, shield them up a bit. So this guy actually has splash damage. I don't generally come across people with splash damage. A lot of people don't think to throw that in there. So this will actually be a pretty good challenge, because my playstyle is based off of running a ton of these frontmen and then throwing a shield on them. But if that splash damage hits the shield, I think that splash damage actually knocks that one shield off of it. So I'll give up a little bit at the start of the game, just until I get to the point where I can start going in on my spawners. We'll drop these out. And as I'm working on these quests, I'm going to try to just go ahead and drop these light pulses to blind them so I can get this Legion quest in. So I'm not going to worry too much about getting this win today. I want to get some of those Legion quests done. But I will show you the difference and the significance of the light pulse and the shields up. So this guy's just like plowing through. So here I'll show you how this shields up works. It puts a shield on all of them, but for one time, right? It takes one hit. That splash damage is actually knocking off all of my shields because it's not going by damage base, it's going by hit base. So that first hit actually messes it up. So it's not as significant against these guys right here. And they attack so quickly that it actually counters my shield. So we'll actually bust these out. Throw these in the front line. If they can go soon enough. No, they're not going to go soon enough. Use light poles so I can get some of that quest done. Later on, though, like whenever I get to the point where I start spawning a ridiculous amount of my footmen, I can start putting in work. This guy actually has 2 units that have splash damage. This guy has a cleave, and then the machine actually shoots with splash damage. So his deck is a full-on counter to what I'm running on mine. We'll spawn these back here. And it seems like his is pretty well leveled up at that. He's got some good buffs on his. This guy is serious about his game. We're going to throw a shield on those. Yeah, this is going to be very difficult. Now, if I unlock my, what's it called? If I unlock my, like, main massive beefy tank dude, then I don't think that I would have as much of a difficulty. Because they would have to do a lot of single target damage to get him down. But yeah, his current deck is gonna wail on mine. Like, look, 4 of these splash damages, and he knows it too. He knows that that's all it's gonna take. It's just spamming splash damages against my footmen. So I guess with the last of this, I mean, may as well try to blind as many as I can. We're going to throw some foot soldiers out here. And a monk. Rather than spamming my foot soldiers, I probably should have just been dropping monks like that. And that was like immune to my stuns. And blind, holy moly. Go ahead and spawn up. Yeah, boys, I think we're going to be taking this L today. This guy's about to have a 5-minute victory. All right, Monk. Let's see what you can do, bro. Probably can't do much. Yeah, he just got deleted. They're just going to have to be backline versus backline. See if I can use that on now. GG's. Yeah, his deck was just full on counter to mine. He knew his splash damage was going to counter everything that I had going. So he had his cleave, which his cleave minion has a decent amount of like shielding for him. And then he had the turrets to go ahead and finish the job. So really, if he just ran the cleave in the front line and then threw the turrets in the back, yeah, that's all it would take to completely wreck my deck. So let's see here. Let's see if we can look at his cards. Yeah, Voidbane attacks all units in a cone in front of it. Whenever a unit dies, nearby allied soul gatherer can collect its soul and convert it to 1 energy. If there are no friendly soul gatherers nearby, an enemy soul gatherer can collect it. Whenever this unit gains 1 energy, its maximum health is permanently increased by 25. So this guy's just like getting swoller and swoller over time. And then, yeah, he pretty much ran a full-on ranged splash damage comp right here. So he had them coming out of his spawners, and yeah, he had 4 spawner cards selected for that, and he went ahead and had this selected for it. So yeah, his was just completely based on splash damage and mowing my squad down. I think the only way to counter that would be to have excellent single target damage and having an excellent tank up front. So if we go to legions, how many? So even though I blinded those guys, I didn't kill that many. So that didn't really go towards my quest. Now, the other thing is that like all of my cards are currently under common and haven't exactly hit the next tier. What I want is this Lothar right here. That defense of 780 reduces all damage by 30%. Damage can only be reduced to 1 at max. So this is what I want as my front line. And then I would just throw all of my guys in the back line. But anyway, that's generally how this game works. You go up the lane, take down the towers, go for the main guy. And to unlock these cards as you go along, you just have to do these quests. It doesn't require very much money to go ahead and unlock them. You just got to go ahead and knock this out and level up as you play. So that's really how it is. It's just a game where you'll have to grind, put in some time, and then you'll be rewarded for it. So if you guys think that you'll be playing this, go ahead and add me on Steam and hit your boy up at Zelltastic. And let me know if you want to play, if you want to squad up, if you want to battle me and all that stuff. But if you enjoy this, good luck to you if you want to climb and dominate the ranks in here. But yes, if you appreciate this and want to see more content, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I appreciate that. But besides that, y'all, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Deuces.